India increases tax surveillance on Ladakh LAC with Israeli Heron drones. In a standoff with a belligerent Chinese People's Liberation Army (PLA) at 4 points in East Ladakh, India has increased technical drone surveillance of the area even as the Indo-Tibetan Border Police (ITBP) has inducted more battalions into the sector to support army along the 3,488 kilometers line of actual control, LAC. Government and military officials familiar with the matter said. The decision to induct ITBP battalions in support of the army was taken on June 20 after Director General Military Operations, India, Lieutenant General Paramjit Singh and Director General, ITBP and BSF, SSDs visited late to be briefed about the ground situation. The top security officials of Indian government were briefed by the 14th Corps Commander Lieutenant General Harinder Singh on the standoff with PLA. India has also deployed its specialized high-altitude forces along LAC to repel any transgression in the western, middle or eastern sectors, the officials added. With the Narendra Modi government giving a clear mandate to the Indian Army to repel any PLA transgression along the LAC, the military and the National Technical Research Organization, NDRO, have been asked to deploy more surveillance drones in the area so that the battle theater becomes more transparent. While the army has been given clearance at the highest levels to acquire more drones, the Israeli Heron medium-altitude long-endurance drone currently being used by NTRO is providing technical surveillance of the area. The Chinese PLA has the unproven armed drone Wing Lung in its inventory. India is also looking to acquire armed drones from either Israel or the U.S. According to government officials familiar with the matter, the ITBP force accretion is being done to ensure that all 65, some say 62, patrolling points along the 1,547 kilometers LAC and East Ladakh are fully patrolled, thereby not allowing PLA to expand the scope of its dispute with India by engaging in more areas. The ITBP operates under the Indian Army in the event of hostilities, and also undertakes joint patrols with the military in peacetime. It already has at least 7,000 men on ground. The joint briefing of DGMO, who has served as Corps Commander of Nagrota in J&K, and DG, ABSF and ITBP, was done to ensure that the Indian forces are on the same page in case the red flag goes up. Along with the ITBP, specialized forces, trained over the past decades to fight on the northern front, have now been pushed up to the frontier. Unlike the PLA, which moves in infantry combat vehicles that use paved metal roads, the Indian mountain troops are trained in guerrilla warfare and in high-altitude combat, as demonstrated during the 1999 Kargil War. The art of mountain fighting is the toughest, as the cost of human casualties is 10 to each troop of the adversary sitting on a height. The troops from Uttarakhand, Ladakh, Gorkha, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim have adapted to the rarefied heights over centuries and hence their capability of fighting as close-quarter combats is without match. The artillery and the missiles have to have pinpointed accuracy or else they miss the mountain target by miles, said a former Indian Army chief. While both India and China are diplomatically engaged to escalate the situation, the instructions to the ground forces are not to allow any transgression by the PLA at any cost. PLA soldiers use vehicles to reach their posts. Our troops are trained to climb and then fight. Thanks to adversaries on western and northern borders, Indian infantry has learnt the art of fighting at the highest heights, be it Siachen, Karakoram, Lipulk or Thagla, said a senior military commander who asked not to be named.